Now we are. Hey guys, Carrie Gabriel here. We're back with another Power 30. So today we're going to learn about 3 topics for 10 minutes each. We're going to learn about organization, loyal customer retention, and then we're going to learn some lifestyle posting tips. All right, let's get started. Tasha, you are up.
Hey everybody, I'm Tasha and I'm going to be talking about how I organize, and this is how I do it. Okay. So I have this thing, and I've always had this thing. This is like probably the 5th or 6th book that I went through, but I do I call this like my It Works Bible, and I take it everywhere. I travel so much throughout the year, so I organize. Yes. Okay, let's make this clear. I organize everything but my bills, and that's okay. All right. Everything declines every month. Electric turns off and on. All right, so this is my It Works Bible right here, and I keep everything in here. Like I said, I travel so much, so I don't want to be carrying around 7 different books and all these things, right? So I bought this from Walmart. It's probably, I don't know, like $7.99 price match, okay? But there's like little like things like this, okay? Like little folder things, and there's tabs. And there's like folder things on both sides, but the cool thing is you can move it. So you can like, if you need more paper and stuff, you can move it. So mine say, see, this is my old one. It was really, really, really like lame. I put like these tab things there, like this. You see? But I like this because there's folders and you can move it around. So my tabs now say enrollments. And then I gotta put this back on. Enrollments, samples, journal.
Oh, yum.
Carrie muted me. What are you doing? This is a disaster. All right, where was I? What's the last thing I said? Okay, the tab. Carrie, stop already. All right. Okay. So, oh my God. You guys, that person keeps unmuting. Okay, are we good? Okay. Okay, sorry. All right, they keep on muting. Okay, all right. So I stop laughing, you guys. I have these tabs, like I was saying. One is enrollments, the other one is samples, journals, host to post, and my runners. Okay, so I know we have the Connect app, but I write down all my enrollments. I write the month down, and then every book is kind of like for my entire year. I have enrollments, I have their name, the date they enrolled, their ID number, and the person I place them under. I enroll every single person, that's why, and then I just kind of move them to everybody. My samples, it is pretty organized. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I have like the date that I do live giveaways almost every single day, every other day. So I write down the name of the person, what they want, and then I highlight it once I pack it. Okay. And then I have my journal, and then host to post. I know we do have I know we have like, you guys, everybody has their host to post, the way that they keep everything organized, right, on Facebook or whatnot. But I'm like a paper person, kind of like Chris. I like to write everything down, just in case something crashes. I have like all my host to post right here up. I have the name, and then I normally have what they posted for me, whether it's a business, hair, skin and nails, coffee, whatnot. But I didn't stop. You guys, this is horrible. Okay. All right. And then I kind of go back, and then I ask them to do a host post on steroids. So I have everything organized. And then my runners are basically like people that I work with. I'll show you guys a little thing like this. But it just has like what's their goal by in like the next 3 months, how much time can they work the business, do they work Facebook, IG, or both, and what is something that they struggle with, and then also their colors so that I know how to um, help them. Okay. So that's how I kind of keep organized. I don't have anything else. Like I don't write anything on papers or envelopes or anything like that. Everything's kind of in here that I need. So that's one way that I stay organized. And same thing goes, like I know, like I'm so organized with Hostables that I know who deleted their post. And if they deleted their post, I scratch off their name and I take them out of the giveaway. They know that I don't play around. You keep it up until the last giveaway is done. But I know I'm like, hey, who's between, Mildred and Queen Mary? Oh, it's Melanie. She deleted her post. I match it with my, what is it called? The thing on Facebook? What's it called? You guys know what I'm talking about, yeah?
Saved post.
Saved post, yes. So that's one way I organize and I keep organized. I have like calendars on calendars. Another way that I do, and like I said, I know this is all can be done through the Connect app, but I like to write down people and my PLCs and my PDTs. I write them down on days, and I so that now I can go back to like my calendar of last year, and I can go back to every single day and be like, okay, I was supposed to, follow up with so and so, so and so, so and so. You know what I mean? My PLC's pizza. Hey girl, I remember we talked on January 3rd, 2017. Are you ready to get your order placed now? 2020, I am really good with my follow-ups. And it's honestly because the thing is we think like we're gonna memorize our PLCs and PDTs, because we think we're gonna memorize everybody, and then we don't, and they end up falling through the cracks, So I have like books on books. What else is over here? And then yeah, that's it. And the reason why I like to keep my Hostables written down as well is because I like to do another one towards the end of the month to just kind of do one just for them, like a special giveaway for them hosting a post for me, because a lot of us are doing big team ones. Maybe they don't win, so I want them to know that they're winning something from me, So that's one way that I stay organized. Same thing. Oh, lastly, because I think because we laughed for 5 minutes, I only have 2 more minutes left. Another way that I keep track of like my Facebook messages and my text messages, so this is huge. I can scroll down to the bottom of my text messages. I delete conversations with people like my family that I don't need anymore. And sorry, hold on. I can't believe you guys do this to me. Oh my God. This is so funny. Okay, somebody's banging on something. Okay, but my text message and my Instagram and my Facebook messages, I scroll all the way to the bottom. And that's how I pull up all my text messages. So especially for my text messages, I can go down all the way to the bottom, and it only goes back till like maybe April of this year. And then I bump them all back up. If we have a sale, I'll bump it all back up. So my text messages are super organized with people that either my PLCs, PDTs, or my current loyal customers. So that's the way that I stay organized with my text messages like that. Facebook messages as well. I scroll all the way to the bottom, and then I push them back up as well. And that's what I do for Hostables as well. Scroll all the way to the bottom. They probably posted for me. Facebook is not up to date like text messages, but it's like 2019. So I'll go, and if I really need Hostables, I'll go all the way to the bottom, and then I'll bump them all back up again. So that's kind of one way. I don't let anybody slip through any cracks. Is I just scroll all the way to the bottom, and I keep it as like clean as possible. And then also one last thing. Facebook messages, I'm sure a lot of you guys do this, but you only can do it from a desktop, is you guys go to your Facebook Messenger on desktop, you click unread messages, and it'll bring all the unread messages up. And you can kind of go through all your unread messages that way as well. So I kind of do my unread messages there, go to my cell phone, text replacement there, again, message them. Awesome, I'll send you the post. Go to my phone, text message, text it there because my text replacement is there. So um, I try to keep everything organized in just one place instead of having it on like receipts or envelopes and then get it lost. You know what I mean? So that's it. Now, drum roll, please. Triple Diamond Carissa. Make sure to mute, you guys. That is very disrespectful. Okay, Carissa, go.
Thank you, darling. I'm so glad you didn't know my last name. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to go over with you guys in reference to loyal customer retention. I am big on that. It's actually very, 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 very anally of me. That's something that how I feel about it. So I keep up with all my loyal customers in a 1 to 25. I have it here. So 1 to 25 is how I keep up with my customers. 1 to 25 means that that's the date that their auto ships is processing. So that's the date that I write on like the little top portion here of each index card. And that's how I keep up with each one of them. Now, I love this system because I'm a very hands-on paper person. So because I love to keep this with me. Like I keep this in my pocket. It's everywhere I need it to be. But I do have a backup. I do utilize Connect app as my backup only because I just literally yesterday lost something under my bed. And well, it was the iPad. I lost the iPad under my bed and I had to pull the whole bed out to get it. And then guess what else I found back there when I was back there? 4 index cards. So luckily, these are people I speak to every day because I do speak to a lot of my customers on a regular basis. But if it wasn't, that would have been somebody that got lost, that maybe order would have processed and I didn't even get to speak to them, or it would have declined, or blah, 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 blah. I just was like, So I had already luckily remade their cards over. So there we go. Okay. So Connect app is definitely something you want to make sure you still utilize. I do clear out mines every day. But like I said, it is my backup method, especially for things like just in cases, or just in case these are in my pocket and then, I'm walking somewhere and I leave one in the pocket and the others are out or whatever. So that's one thing that helps me out. I want to go into detail a little bit more about this because I keep up with what else you write on the card. I write everything on my cards. So my cards have names, phone numbers, emails, social media names, what date they ordered, what they ordered, customer ID numbers, their passwords if I set their accounts up or they have me managing them, which is technically about 95% of my accounts. And then who I place them under if I place them, which I usually do. So I write down who I place them under. That way, when I pull their card out, I know exactly who I have them placed under to know exactly what the BV will be for the following month or that month if the order changes, because usually my orders will range from like, it could be a TFXX order, it could be 31 BV, but the next month it may increase to something else, or it can be one thing and it'll increase because we built we've built a relationship now. So now they're able to order more, they want to buy more stuff, and so I'm able to keep up with them. I also message all my customers once a week if we're not already speaking once a day. Another thing that help out with retention for me is being somebody that speaks to my customers. Because some people will sign a customer up and never speak to them again and just assume that the emails from It Works will automatically find themselves into their inboxes and not into their spam folders. You want to make sure that you're in touch with your customers and not just relying on the It Works email to hopefully land on their desk. A lot of my customers don't even check their emails. So because they don't even check their emails, they don't even see that. So I have my book here. This book is where I log my volume every day. I also make sure that I log in my enrollments of how many enrollments I get. I also keep highlights of every time someone orders, I highlight it. And this is the book that I go back to based off their highlighted, or where am I, March? Okay. So this is the book that I go back to based off all the highlights. And I will go back, let's just say like today's Tuesday. So I will go back to Friday because I did Thursday. And I would check on Friday's person and see if it says shipped. And if it's, because I literally will wait 2 days from the order, the day that they place the order, to check back on them. So when I do, I just say with my word board, because it's already written on word board, I just click that one button that says shipped. And it says, hey, how are you? I'm just letting you know that your order shipped today. And I wanted to see if you received your email with the tracking number. That's all I say to them. And then from there, they let me know yes or no if they received it. If they did not receive it, then guess what happens next? I then will go in and get their tracking number or tell them to check their spam or something like that. Like, we're going to figure this issue out right now so that I know in the future if you receive any communications that come out from It Works, because I have a lot of existing customers that's not on auto ship, because they now get the emails all the time, are able to order these 3 for 75, 6 for 150 deals without me, because they see the emails that come in, because now I've set that up. So now it's no longer going into their other box. Something else that I'm big on is speaking to them a week before they order, because I want to make sure that their order is already changed before they get that reminder email 5 days prior. So a lot of my customers, the ones from the 25th, I just basically reached out to all of them today, seeing how their process is going. And then I'll reach out to them again on Thursday so that we can change their orders. You can stay there, Pops. Stay there. I'm going to get you some juice. So I make sure I check their orders maybe on the Thursday. I'll say, hey, the order is going to be processing soon. Do you need me to change it to something else? And then, like I said, I spoke to them today. So because I spoke to them today, I have one of my 25th people going to change their auto ship to process tomorrow instead of the 25th. So what else does it do? It makes them now want to order earlier than the 25th because you're in touch with them even more. So retention helps out a ton. I also have a customer group in place. I put all of them into one place. That's something that I'm still working on as to building up an algorithm in there and for them to comment. But I do have it set up where when they go into that group, the units have all the products in it, so that all they have to do is view those units and they can see every product. Another thing I just recently started was sending every loyal customer at least some, based off Tasha and Carrie and all them sending 50 samples out. I figured I'll send 2. So I give each new loyal customer 2 energy sticks. I send them a thank you message that I literally just printed out from my computer from typing it on my phone. It's almost the same exact thing that I text them right after placing their order anyway. I send that with a catalog book, 2 sample packs of the energy sticks, telling them on that letter what the energy stick is and what it does. And then from there, mail it out to them. That's 70 cents with the non-stampable, whatever y'all called that word before we started to Zoom, but it's 70 cents for that butterfly stamp. Non-scannable stamp. You're trying to unmute.
Non-machinable.
Non-machinable stamp. There we go. I don't see any questions in here in reference to anything, so that will actually be able to stem something else. But yes, this system works for me. And yes, this is all my customers. All these cards got something wrote on them. These are all my active ones. These are not my non-actives. These are my actives. So every one of these cards got something wrote on them. So can you imagine all of these people right now being active within my organization, how much volume that's bringing me in? And a ton of them stay on after 3 months. They don't cancel after 3 months. When that 3rd month come, I'll tell them about points that they have they could use towards a product. Do you want to use it now, or you want to save it up to you get to that 6-month part? And then I tell them also, congratulations on completing 3 orders. Guess what happens now? You now got points that you can start using. And guess what else I'm going to do? If you order for 3 more months, I'm going to give you a $50 bonus. Or you can use your points you have and stop your orders and order as you want. Or how about option 3? You can upgrade and become a distributor for $99 where you can use the products and also earn an income at the same time. Which option would you like? And I send them that. So yeah, my customer service skills with my customers, like they tell me all the time, is amazing. And I just literally sent them a screenshot of one telling me that from like 2015 as my customer, saying that I bought her, and I sent her a Christmas card. I'm like, dang, I ain't done that in years. Dang, she about to make me do that. And she said, I ordered with you again just now because I was ordering back then and you sent me a card and it was so thoughtful. I made sure I came back to you. And then I had another one refer me a customer that was my customer in 2017, and she still remembered me. And she referred me somebody yesterday. So stay on top of your game, stay nice to everybody. And I am very sarcastic still with my customers if they try to be rude, but they still will come back to me and be nice the next day. I've realized everyone's bipolar, so I let it slide. But just continue to be nice to them. That's all I got. So let's bring on newly triple diamond Cam. Don't forget to unmute.
Hi guys. Okay. So I'm gonna be talking to you guys about posting and how to come up with lifestyle posts when you're brand new, and even like, what is it called, at any time really, because I still do this, but especially when you're brand new and you're not sure like how to come up with lifestyle posts, you can literally do it like this. This is how I've done it from when I started, and this is how I still do it when I just don't know how to do it. So let me see. I wonder if I can screen share. Is that even a possibility? I don't think it is.
It should be. Try it.
How would I do it? I'm on my phone.
There should still be a share screen button somewhere.
Oh, share content. Okay, and then screen. I got it. Okay, how's that? Can you guys see that? Oh, shucks. Wait,
Yes.
no.
Yeah, we can. I couldn't find
Okay,
the
great.
button. Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, so the best place to do it, I feel like, is on Facebook, because you can copy the actual text. Sorry, just please unmute yourself and like tell me if you guys are like have questions or whatever, because I can't see you. So I usually go on Facebook and I will check out top leaders that I like to follow, and I check out their posts. So like Cassie Nero here, she's kind of one of my favorites. I like to follow her, and I like the way her style of posting. So if her page would just load. Okay, sorry guys, hold on one second. Give it a second, or not. Okay, so say for example, this is a post that she just made, and I was reading through it and I was like, oh, well, this is actually a bad example because it's really long. Gosh, sorry guys. Here, let's try Natalie. She might have some good short ones for me that I can take. Okay, this is perfect right here. Okay, this is perfect. So say for example, you go to a top leader that you like to follow, you like their style of posting, or maybe they're your enroller or your upline some way, somehow. You follow them on Facebook. So what I would usually do, again, I used to do this when I first started and till today, is I'll take this post right here. So I'll read through it, and if it resonates with me, I'll literally just copy it. Oh, sorry. If I can copy it or not. Okay, so I'm gonna copy it if it would let me. Okay, I would copy this. Gosh, of course it's gonna do that to me. I would copy it and I would take it to my notes section here, and I create folders for myself, and then I literally create a new like text, and then I just paste it here, right? So you would then have like a thing, right? And what I would do is I would read through the post like this, and I would pretty much change it to myself. So say for example, you just started, and it would say something like, when you get paid to having the best weekend, right? But say today is Monday, I don't know. You would just change it. While getting paid to having the best Monday. Like, you can do whatever you want, right? You know you're doing something right. So then again, you just go through the post. Today, you can find me somewhere between inspiring others, working on myself, dodging negativity, and slaying my goals, okay? Because I'm living my best life. Okay, cool. That's cool. I like that. I'm going to leave it. My Sunday views, obviously, it's not Sunday. I just said it was Monday, so I got to edit that. My Monday views sure look different than it did 4 years ago. So say, for example, this person who posted it said 4 years, but I just started. So I'm going to change this to, my views look different than they did a month ago, right? I just started a month ago. So instead of having to prep for my busy week, you would just basically say something along the lines, instead of having to prep for a busy day at work and worrying about clocking in, I got to spend my morning whatever. So you just go through the entire post and literally change it to sound like you. And guys, this has been one of the best things for me when I first started, because I didn't know how to really do my own opportunity or lifestyle post yet. So this is what would really help me, is I would take the main text and literally change everything to make it sound like me. And think about whatever this post is speaking about, kind of think of what it is that you're actually going through. So, sorry, I'm going to stop doing that. So that's kind of like how I would do an opportunity post. If you guys, are stuck, don't really know, you just change everything according to you. And you don't have to have like made $1,000 million through this business to have a story. Like everybody has a story. So just make it your own. And so even if you say, again, if you just started, you could do talking about where you are today, maybe where you were before you started, and then you can talk about where you're going, right? So we always talk about like, you have a story no matter what. I just started this business. I'm so excited. Today I have to go into work. Hold on, baby. Today I have to go into work, but soon, because of this business, I'll be able to take an extra day off to spend with my family. So you can like change it however. You just have to be creative and just think about the type of life you want if you're brand new. And if you have been doing this and this business has changed your life in whatever way, then share about that. Put your life into that post of whatever it is that you took that main, I guess, the main structure, I guess. So that's kind of really how it is for me when I want to create lifestyle posts, because sometimes I'm not really that good and creative with words. So I like to take other leaders' posts or my enrollers' posts to like get ideas and then just kind of work off of that. Now, if you want to create a post like literally from scratch, all you want to have in there is what your past was like. You want to have past, present, and future. I just recently heard another girl say, which was which was good, and it's a good way to like kind of throw it in there, is she said past, objection or fear that you had, present, and future. So last month, this is what like my life was like. I was afraid that I wasn't going to be good at this business because I had no idea what I was doing. But because of the amazing team that I have now and what they're teaching me, I'm able to work from my phone and have more free time. And in the future, I'm going to be able to quit my full-time job. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, just think of that. Those are kind of like, if you want to create your own from scratch, you can always start with those 4 main things, talking about your past, objection or fear, present, and future. But yeah, that's kind of it. Does anybody have questions about that? Sorry, I know that was kind of short, but.
Okay, thank you, Cam.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you guys, we learned a lot of good tips today. We learned about organization. We learned about loyal customer retention. We learned about telling your story. So I want to thank the Powerhouse Triple Diamonds that did the training for us. If you're on here live, stick around for the after party. And everyone else, bye guys.